Even in marriage, I was engaged for 10 years, because I kept calling it off. And he was like, you keep getting these degrees. You keep saying, wait for the next degree or we get married. And by the time I went and got my doctorate, he's like, baby, you done got 4 degrees.
I ain't waiting no more.
Engaged for 10 years.
I kept putting it off because I knew that wasn't my person.
I was going to say,
but
I left your ass.
You said you knew he wasn't the person?
Yeah, that's the point.
And
Wait a minute, so you knew that wasn't your person, so you wasted 10 years of his life? This is like the reverse of what women accuse guys of doing. Wasted woman's best years. So she wasted some other guy's time for 10 years with no intention of marrying him or being with him, just using him.
Unfortunate for him.
So you
great
strung him
guy.
along for 10 years?
10 years?
And she said he was a great guy.
Great guy. He was a great guy. He
Great
just
guy.
wasn't my guy, right? And so
For 10 years, he thought he was the
So
guy.
you strung him along for 10 years? Why you ain't let him go be great with somebody else that would appreciate him and love him?
y'all know about to jump on me.
She ain't want her his feelings.
Let me say this. I love that. I love that question. I love the question. So I'm not saying for 10 years I knew he wasn't the one. When we got about year number 5 or 6, and I seen that his work ethic and his ability to provide at the level that I wanted our family to be at, I knew that he wasn't mine.
For 10 years, she knew he wasn't the one. I think women know within the first blush if they would be with some guy and if they love him on that level, they need to be he was just a guy that was just insurance. She never loved him. She knew for 10 years. Don't let her try to change the whole course here.
I'm not talking about like he was making 6 figures and I was like, no, make millions. I'm saying his thing was, baby, I'm cool with me, you, a dog in a 1-bedroom apartment. And just no work
That
ethic
wasn't
at all.
enough.
So for the first
The work
6 years, I
ethic.
thought, well, I'm out here getting it. I have a legal company. I own property. I'm only 22. I'm getting all these college degrees. How can he not be inspired by me? See, that's that age-appropriate young woman. He got potential. Let me stay.
Oh my gosh. So what I'm seeing here is that he didn't make enough money. He wasn't ambitious enough and she wasn't attracted to him because of that. That's exactly what's going on here, which is nothing wrong with that, I guess. But she should have told him that instead of wasting 10 years of his life. She's wasted 10 years of this guy's life.
Who was, I hate talking because he's such a good guy. I always protect him when I talk about him. But where he was lazy and had no work.
Because he was such a good guy is why he got ran over by this woman, clearly. Look at the way she talks. She ran him over. But he's such a nice guy. So nice that she didn't stay with him. Kindness is a weakness these days.
A pivot.
But he
and
didn't
I
have the work
I
ethic
feel
that
you.
you wanted because he worked, right? But he just didn't.
He was
At
comfortable.
some-
He was
some-
comfortable.
that.
Was
Your
he a rapper?
ideas were
At
different.
Was he a rapper?
at some point, he just decided to not work at all. Started off in pharmaceutical sales, a very educated young man. Went to BYU, D1 college, did his thing. Very much like the boy next door, mixed kid. And we were, and so it was all real.
He was a lame. She didn't like him. She's not attracted to him. He wasn't ambitious enough. That's why she had to move on and wasted 10 years of his fucking life. Oh my God, I can't make this up.
I wanted more. And if he would have said, we can have more and grow, I would have rolled with him. But when he said, I don't want any more, and I'm cool with this, it goes to your question. Then I had to choose what I was choosing. I was choosing a man. I wasn't choosing marriage. I didn't grow up the little girl that wanted marriage in this white picket fence. I wanted, just to be honest, I wanted money and power to change.
Why not be honest with him? Just to be honest, you're honest with the radio people, but why not be honest with him instead of him wasting 10 years of his life?
Buy more in the future?
No, he's still in the same place. So I made the right decision.
What was the conversation, that last conversation y'all had when you decided to leave him, and how did he react?
You can have
in
the
that?
dog. That's what you said.
Oh, my God.
Keep the
Because-
dog. You told him keep the dog?
No, he was in tears. And I was in tears. We were sitting there crying. And he said, I knew it. I was a buffer for you. He said I was.
Well, he knew. And the fact that he's in tears is the reason why she had to leave. He's too weak and not ambitious.
And as years went on, that was some of the best advice that I.
All right, I heard enough of this. Okay, I've heard enough of this. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, her birthday is not really readily available, so we'll have to do some research here. See if I can find it. All right, right here is her Instagram. She said for my birthday this year, that was in 2023. So September is her birthday. I don't know the day yet, but it's around September. I know there's been a lot of fake birthdays about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, but September is her birthday. All right, right here, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. She's born in 1982. She's an 8 life path. Born September 6, 1982. She's an 8 life path numerology. So that explains why she's so ambitious, why she wants somebody who has money. 8 is the number of money, power, and karma. So 8s are impressed by money and power. So if you're not somebody who's after that, they're not going to be attracted to you no matter who you are. So that video explains numerology to the T. She's home and family oriented. She would have been a great mother. but she's very ambitious. So if you're somebody who wants to get with her, she needs to be with somebody born the year of the horse. So Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, if somebody that's watching as part of your team or an associate, you're not a relationship expert because you've never been married before. You've been engaged 7 times. You can't keep a man. So you need somebody who's just as ambitious as you, being an 8 life path numerology. This could have cut that 20 years you wasted in half if you just knew numerology. So you're born September 6, 1982. You're born year of the dog. You belong to somebody born year of the horse. Horses are very hard workers. They're very, work oriented. So that would have cut your time in half. Pick somebody born year of the horse and pick somebody who's a hard worker, maybe a 4 life path. Somebody who has that ambition. Somebody who's really gonna, be responsible. Maybe a 6 life path. Somebody a master number. Born year of the horse. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. I don't consider you a relationship expert because clearly you're not married or engaged or with anybody currently and never have been. But numerology and astrology makes me an expert on everything else by default. So this could have saved you a lot of time. So Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, born year of the dog, I would pick a horse for you. And hopefully you get this video. Maybe there is a response. I doubt it. But she could have saved a lot of time if she knew numerology and astrology.